That's all right. You don't have to get your phone out like last time.
Okay.
All right, guys. It's Saturday Night Live again.
Shocking.
I know. We're becoming pretty predictable. We'll have to do one on like a Wednesday next week.
Well, we are doing one on Wednesday.
We're going to be gone next weekend, so we are doing a live on Wednesday next week. But so today, went to some thrift stores and some other things. Where else? Jamie just went and picked something up that she got off of Facebook Marketplace that she found too. So all kinds of fun things
Oh,
today.
that's still in the car, so you'll have to talk to him about what we got.
Oh, still in the car. And we're doing the stencil giveaway. The winners are being announced in this video. So if you hear your name, best way to get a hold of us with your address is to email us. And we'll get you some stencils sent out from Essential Stencils. We've got a bunch of their stuff that we're going to be putting on things tonight. All fun things. Jamie had to go grab something real fast. But are we reversed tonight? And can you hear me okay? Let's get that out of the way right at the beginning. Seems like at some point someone always has some sort of technical difficulty and can't hear us. So, but this was the find of the evening. This little table was back in the yard, and it's a little rickety. I'm going to have to do some tightening of the screws and glue it up in a couple places. But it's already been sanded down on the top, so that's going to be awesome.
It was $15. You want to move this so they can see the.
Yeah, move that picture frame.
So before I move the picture frame, I'll tell you this picture frame was $5. We're going to take this out, we'll paint the frame, and then put the artwork back in it. So this table has this cool, like, knobby thing here, and then all these arches that are kind of fun. What are you talking to him about when it's done?
The giveaway announcement for the winners, and just kind of what we did and where we got all this stuff. This was like a last minute grab, little spice rack.
That was a Zed pick. I wasn't going to pick it up if you liked it.
She's like, what is that? I don't even know. I'm like, it's a spice rack.
That's definitely something I'm going to spray with a spray gun. It's got, I don't want to have to paint all those little holes.
Oh, I don't think it'd be too bad. Maybe I'll do it.
Okay.
We'll probably spray it. We'll see what we have time to do tonight. We got a lot of stuff here to paint. We got to get to the giveaway.
We got these two. These are like.
Oh yeah, these are like wall sconces. I don't know what you call them.
Yeah, they're like wall sconces that you hang and put decor on. They sell really well at the shop.
Yeah, we hang them on the wall. Put like a candlestick or something on them. This one's already. These were $3 for both of them.
Yeah. So I went to 3 different Deseret Industries today. We actually drove up north to go buy a new used truck.
New to us.
It's pretty fancy. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw the chippy paint on the truck. But the good thing is, since we drove up north, I hit the thrift store up there and then 2 more on the way home.
Yeah, thrift stores we don't normally get to.
Yeah, so those are really fun. I think those will probably just get another coat of white and some wet distress, and those will be good.
Yeah.
Let's see what else I can shoot. Tell them the spice rack. I think this was like $2. Do you show them it spins?
Yep. Got another one of our candlesticks that we love to pick up. For whatever reason, this style always seems to show up in the thrift stores. It's not too tall, probably about 8 to 10 inches tall, and we can always find them. I don't know why, but they're usually about $1 to $2.
Well, and I just sold a pair today, so I needed 2.
So recently, Jamie's gotten into selling angels at the shop. So we
By-
found this.
By getting into selling angels, I bought 1 angel, and a sweet customer came in, happened to be while I was there, and she bought it, and so I bought another angel. You know, if something sells, try it again.
Yes, this is what we call getting into. Because usually when Jamie starts buying things, I'll have about 100 of them here soon. And then we'll be like, all right, we need to kind of put the brakes on that. Like chickens, we haven't gotten chickens for a little bit now.
Well, yeah, the thing is, especially in a retail space, you want to have a variety, because if you have the same things all the time, when your customers come back, they don't buy anything because they already got that.
So this is like a little cupcake?
It's just like a mini cake, mini cake pedestal. It'd be really cute with like a little bird in it or something. I'll probably just clean it up and sell it as is, and whoever buys it can.
This was $1.50.
That was really cute. And then there's those candlesticks, a little pair. I always love pairs.
Couple of candlesticks. Oh, show them your little, go show them this place.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know, because I can't see myself.
It's all right. It's better to not be able to see ourselves
So,
when we film.
I love this. It's like a little mini French provincial dresser. It's a little jewelry box with velvet lined drawers. And the cool thing I didn't realize I got at home is it's a music box. Isn't that sweet? So I'm definitely gonna paint this one pink. Because I think some little girl will absolutely love it. And it was like $1.50, which I think is a really good deal.
So Melinda, if you want your husband to go junking with you, just, you know, you get all the stuff and then you tell him how much you're gonna sell it for, or how much he's gonna save. You're going to refinish it for your own home, and he'll be hooked. Like, he'll be like, yeah, where can we find more of this cheap stuff?
Let's not pretend that you don't like buying junk. This I'm
Occasionally.
excited about. So this has pom-poms. And the fun thing is I found this shade on the other side of the thrift store. And I was like, you know what, there has to be a lamp that goes to. And sure enough, in the lamp section, I found this. It's like glass, really cute. It does have one little thing missing there, but I don't think that hurts it. I think it's so cute. Show them your big hands right over the
Sorry.
door. There you go. Isn't that so precious? I'm obsessed with that. I used to have this exact lampshade and a different lamp similar to that, and I sold it. And I was
It
always
was a
sad.
little taller, but it was always rickety. Like
Yeah, this one's solid.
This one's a lot better
And
shape.
it's got like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's got polka dots on the shade.
Yeah, we will not be taking this shade apart.
No, this shade, when you have pom-poms on a shade, you leave the pom-poms, because they trump all things.
I feel like this thing's in the way.
I know, we can move it now that we showed it to them. Careful though, don't knock anything
Yeah,
over.
I'll move it. So I don't know if we'll get to painting this tonight, but our plans for it are we're going to use DIY Dark and Decrepit on the top to kind of give it a nice stain. That's a water-based stain and sealer in one that we've got. And then what color on the bottom?
I don't know, I can't decide if I'm gonna do apothecary or white. So in the comments, let us know if you want apothecary, which is like a blue-green, or should I paint it white? Let me know.
Both will be awesome.
And I'm not gonna paint this tonight. This would be so much easier to spray.
Yeah.
All this detail work, I think.
So
I'm
this is 10 minutes of spraying versus 3 coats of brushing an hour and a half, 2 hours later.
Yeah, that's a lot of directions. Spraying's easier. We found these are fun. These are totes, and I didn't know what this was for. Is that tell me what this is for?
So best I can figure, this is for like a shoe shine. The heel of the foot goes there with the shoe on, and you shine it. So and all your stuff and things go down below. And
It
there's
says
2
it
of them.
belonged to Vincent. See, his name's on the bottom.
So
And they made it like oak. Normally you find them, they're like,
they're plywood. They're oak veneer.
they're oak veneer. They're fancy for totes. We had another tote that said toys on it, but when Jack saw it, he claimed it, so it's now currently in the bathtub getting a wash, and he's gonna put his toys in. We'll put a picture of that on community. I picked this up because even if I don't use it as a shelf, I always love hooks. These are expensive. I
Yeah.
think this was $2, and the hooks alone are worth $2 to $3 each. If you go to the like Home Depot and try to buy hooks, they're spendy. So anything with hooks, I like to pick that up.
Well, and if you don't like the gold color, you can always just spray paint them too.
Well, they have pretty good patina, so I'll probably unscrew them, paint it, and then leave these just the way they are. I like that.
Cool.
And then I picked up this hobnob base. It's not like old or anything, but it's very farmhouse. In fact, I picked up one just like it at Magnolia, only one. I think at Magnolia it was like $12.95.
Yeah, where do we
At the thrift store it was $1. It'd be super cute with some peonies or something.
I think we keep that one in our room somewhere.
No, I
see
sold it.
You sold it.
I changed decor and I sold that one. That's how
The beauty,
sentimental I
the
am.
beauty of thrifting, you know, you find something you like more, you sell your old stuff, and bang.
That's how I changed it. That's how I can afford to have this fancy house you live in.
Oh yes, yes. This castle. That
All
we
right.
have.
Why don't we tell who the winners are? We'll announce the winners again at the end, so that way in case people catch on late, then we can get started painting and you can tell them your story.
Oh yeah.
Would that be good?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have 5 winners that we picked from people who commented off of last week's live, last Saturday. And how many stencils are we gonna send them? A couple apiece?
At least one, maybe 2.
Yeah, you might get one big one. If you don't get a big stencil. Say something, Jamie.
All right, I'm saying something.
And we're back. I don't know why it wanted us to
Okay,
reconnect.
I'm logged in.
So what did they all miss? I don't know where it stopped.
All right, well, it stopped when we were going to announce the winners.
Okay, so we're announcing winners for.
Are we frozen again?
No, I don't think so.
All right, if you guys can. Live chat. Okay, it works.
The chat still seems
All
like
right,
it was
so
going.
before we do that, let's tell them again how to contact us in case they missed it.
Okay,
So Jami Ray at jamirayvintage.com or private message me on Facebook. Just look up Jami Ray Vintage. Don't send it to my personal one, it'll get lost. But if you go to my business page, Jami Ray Vintage, and PM me, or send me an email, jamiray@jamirayvintage.com.
I also see the business ones on Jami Ray Vintage on Facebook, so that helps.
All right, we're good.
Okay, so winner number 1, Loving Life.
Loving life.
That's
2.
right. See it. Winner number 3, third winner, Megan Kane. And winner number 4, Cindy Forshee. And winner number 5, Iris Franco. So if you heard your name, make sure you...
This doesn't work, we'll have to do a whole new live.
Oh my goodness, are we back again, guys? I've never had so many problems, and we're trying to do a giveaway. Can you believe it? All right, if you can hear us and see us, where were we at when it got frozen?
We need to go back. Everybody says.
Frustrating.
We're back. Okay. Go over the winners again.
All right, I'm gonna do it fast just in case it freezes again. All right, so, and we'll make sure we post it and everybody has a chance to see. So, Loving Life was winner number 1. Winner number 2, Annie Bird.
Annie is A-N-I.
A-N-I Bird. Winner number 3, Megan Kane. Winner number 4, Cindy Forshee. And winner number 5, Iris Franco.
Woo woo! Congrats
So-
to all the winners. If you missed this because we were freezing, email me at jamiray@jamirayvintage.com. And Jami is J-A-M-I, no E at the end.
I think we have that covered now, so hopefully
Yeah.
people on the rewatch will be like, man, they said that like 18 times.
Also, you can PM me at Jami Ray Vintage on Facebook. So that's going to show you.
So there's the list of the winners right there. You guys see that all right?
Yeah, you can see it.
All right.
Congrats to the winners. And we're going to pick 2 mystery winners that we don't announce. I'm going to go through the list of comments, and if the comment I picked also is somebody who's an existing customer, meaning our mailing address, we'll ship out 2 more, so you still could win. I appreciate all you guys do for us, so we're happy to give away things when we can.
Also, we appreciate you being patient with our technical difficulties tonight.
All right, so somebody said they had a problem with DIY paint on a desk and asked me a question about it. Would you do me a favor? I missed the name. I scrolled back and couldn't find it. But would you go to Jami Ray Vintage on Facebook, send me a picture, send me the information, and I will problem solve with you. We'll do some troubleshooting.
All right, what are we gonna paint and stencil first?
Okay, what are we gonna paint and stencil first? Well,
Oh.
I have those are drying.
Show them. I don't think we showed them those.
Yeah, we didn't show you guys these. I got these like wooden platter things. I don't know.
We painted them beforehand because they were this fun yellow on the back.
They were mustard. They need a second coat. The thing is so with stenciling, when you're using the DIY paint, you have to paint it, then seal it, then stencil, distress, and then blow off. Otherwise, the pigments, because it's so pigmented, will kind of muddy up the paint. So I've got to get the second coat on here and then seal it.
Muddy up as in you'll get paint transfer from one color
Yeah,
to the
it'll
other.
just kind of. It's because it's clay based and it's super pigmented. Just think color pigment. It powders off and then it gets into the white. So I'm going to paint these one more time, and then I'll put a coat of Big Top. And even better if you're doing it at home, let the sealer dry overnight before you stencil, and that's even better. We don't do that for camera because ain't nobody got time for that. But if I mess it up, I can fix it later. All right, we'll let these dry. I painted these in vintage linen because we had some left over.
All right, guys, you want in on a fun little story about our past
Story time.
and our adventures today a little bit. So when we were first getting ready to get married, I had a pickup that I loved that I'd had since high school, and I sold it to my dad to buy Jamie's engagement ring. And since then, I have not had a pickup in the rest of the time we've been married. We bought an SUV shortly after being married, and it was great, and I towed a trailer with it, and that was all right. So I didn't really have to have a pickup.
Well, we always had an SUV and a sedan
Yep.
for a long time. Then we went to 2 SUVs.
Yeah, we just never got a pickup. We never bought one. I don't know why. Mostly probably because it didn't fit very many people. Wasn't very economical for seatbelts and car seats. But now we're to the point where we're gonna have 3 drivers in the house soon. I got rid of my big trailer that I had. My brother took that down to Arizona over 4th of July weekend. So I don't have a trailer anymore. that I have access to easily without going down to U-Haul and
Which we
renting one.
needed recently because he forgot to put the garbage out after July 4th. Both of our trash cans were full, because we have two because we run our business here too, so we have extra trash. They were overflowing.
Yeah, it was like volcano of trash.
And we had no trailer, no truck. He's like, we gotta get a truck just for this simple reason alone. And the funny thing is, we had all the extra trash. He made it fit, the extra trash.
Yeah,
He
I got it
smushed
in
that
there.
down.
I'm a good trash compactor. So anyway, I've been looking for a truck for a couple weeks now because we're not doing markets anymore. That's why we got rid of the big trailer. We haven't needed to haul a whole house around across the valley to wherever these markets are at, or Vegas or California or wherever we're doing them. And it's a lot for the Suburban to pull. It was a big 16-foot, 2-axle trailer, and the Suburban's only a half-ton truck. And
Well, the shop's only
it was
like
killing it.
the shop's only like 4 or 5 minutes from our house. So
Yeah.
like the other day we took a dining set, but we just took 2 vehicles.
So I've been truck shopping and looking around and just couldn't find the truck I wanted.
Well, we found it.
We had a little bit of a struggle with a couple banks just because we're self-employed. We're like, wow, we're really having to jump through a lot of hoops just to get financing for the truck I want. I was looking at some nice newer trucks.
So he wants the jewelry box as is, so I guess I won't paint it.
Oh, so I finally, I started looking around on all the local buy and sell sites and things, and I found this Ford. I wasn't even planning on buying it today, but it only had been listed since yesterday on the site, and it only has 60,000 miles on it. It's a 2002 Ford F-150, and I've never owned a Ford. I've always been a Chevy guy. So we run up there to look at it, and it drives like a brand new truck. It's only got 60,000 miles on it, and
Well, it drives like a brand new truck, except for don't take it through the car wash. We found out tonight. We found out tonight it's not sealed tight across the back, and so we're going through the car wash, and I'm like, Zeb, there's water coming in the back.
yeah, it's like sheeting down the back glass. But, you know, whatever, it's a 16-year-old truck, it'll be all right. You know, I came into this with my eyes open, even though
For
it's low
what we
mileage.
paid for it, it's all right. Well, and then the check engine light came on,
Yeah.
so Zeb's got to replace the spark
I'm
plug.
driving it home on the freeway and the check engine light comes on, and I have a computer that I can check it with, and it's got a ignition coil that's gone bad. So we went up to O'Reilly's. I gotta fix that now too. But
Oh, and we bought because Zeb's fancy, we bought a touch screen stereo Bluetooth that he can use with his phone
that's how I'm
too.
gonna entice
But
a
you can't
16-year-old to drive it.
You can't talk on your phone when you're driving. You have to have the Bluetooth thingy bobber, so that way he can. Because we're in the car a lot, hauling stuff, going back and forth, running errands. But that's our truck story. If you follow me on Instagram, then you saw lots of pictures of it already.
It's
Well,
nice and crispy. The paint job is shot and things, so I might. Jamie doesn't want to paint it, but I might just for fun because
It's not
it's
worth
fun.
it.
It's a fun thing to do.
Oh, you know what? The air conditioning.
Did we save it?
I don't know.
It says my phone is overheating. Like I got a message that my phone was overheating. So we're gonna wrap this up as quick as we can, I guess.
Well, but they can't see us, so that's.
Well, it's coming back. It should coming
Oh,
back
we're
right
back?
now. Sorry guys, I have no idea what's
Should
going
we blow
on.
on the phone?
Maybe blow on it from here. Best live ever.
Sorry, guys. Anytime we try to do like a giveaway, like.
It's a curse of the giveaway. Last time we did a giveaway, I think we had similar issues.
I don't remember. Alright, well, let's move this so you can actually see what I'm painting. We won't stencil tonight because that'll take too long. We'll have to do it maybe Wednesday. We'll come back and stencil those. No better luck. Alright, we're back. So I'm painting this frame, and it's like a plasticky type frame, but the DIY paint will stick to it. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, this is resin. These aren't plaster. This is resin, so it's sticking great for this.
It does when you're painting things that are like plastic and not wood, it usually takes more coats of paint because it doesn't soak on, it just kind of sits on the top. But this will be pretty. Since this is plastic, I won't be using an orbital sander. I'm gonna be distressing it.
So we do have a little bit of a storm trying to brew. That might be what's messing with it because I've also tried going on Wi-Fi and the LTE through the phone.
And we pay extra money for our house internet and for our phone internet.
Yeah, so that we don't have problems like this.
And then we're gonna have to send a message to the lovely internet people.
Like that's the whole reason, so that we can do lives better. Like that's why we have the fast internet.
For you guys, because we love you. Alright, do you guys have any questions while I'm sitting here?
Yeah, while we're connected, you got questions for us?
What can we do for you? Hi, Jody, my biggest fan from Toledo. Is anybody tired of summer yet? I love having my kids home. I hate having my kids fight all day long.
You know, the 3-year-old, he's Jack, he's a sweetheart, but he likes to get his way. And the other kids who are older don't like to let him have his way.
Well, he thinks he's a big kid. And when the kids are at school, he's fine because then he just hangs out with us. Whatever we're doing, Jack does. But when the big kids are home, he wants them to include him, and he don't want to do that. How to get rid of bubbles when you paint and possibly did sanding at first? What bubbles are you getting? What kind of, well, I guess I should say what paint are you using? I've never had bubbles.
So is it like bubbles in a veneer, or are you getting like actual bubbles raised up, like a almost like a plasticky kind of dome big bubble like
I've not
that?
had that. That's a new one. I painted thousands of pieces. So let me know what paint you're using. It gets like textured from a gloss paint. It could be because if you're using gloss paint, meaning you're using latex, it's because it's the type of paint that it is. And I don't really know the answer to that because I haven't used latex in a long time. Not that latex is bad, I'm not familiar with it. I used to use it when I first started and have not used it in probably 3 years. So I don't know. I'm sorry. I could Google it for you. You PM me on Jami Ray Vintage. I'll try to find an answer because I do have friends that paint with latex and maybe they would know. A load shout out or a loud shout out, Les?
Loud.
Hey, shout out to Les. I saw you ordered actually the other day. I saw your order come in. It's funny, the people that have ordered frequently, I like see their names come in. I'm like, oh, it's so and so. It's like meeting a friend at the mall or something. I get excited because they order again. Yeah, no, I totally get that. You could totally use latex paint. I don't know much about it, so I'm not really equipped to give you a good answer.
So usually if they're bubbling, it's because either something's up underneath,
A reaction?
so you might have to just sand back down or the paint gets hot. Because some paints, I don't know, all latexes don't do this, but some get kind of like a little heat going as they dry. And
Chemical heat?
yeah,
Huh.
especially like a gloss type. Because I have the same thing happen when I do like polyacrylic. It will do that sometimes, and that's kind of more, the polyacrylic's kind of more of a plastic-based kind of top coat.
Somebody asked if you could spray chalk paint with an airbrush gun. I don't think that has enough PSI.
You might be able to, but you're going to want to really thin it down and make sure it's strained.
I mean,
Because
we spray it, but we don't spray it with an airbrush gun.
yeah, we use like the big ones. I'd love to know if you try and figure it out.
It's
'cause that's cool.
water-based, so whatever thinness you need for your airbrush, if you water it down enough, you should be able to, I
Do you
would
want
think.
to go white with this?
I wanted to go apothecary. So
We don't have
apothecary, it's
apothecary
right
yet?
there.
Okay,
It's not open yet.
all right.
How difficult has this journey been for us? We make it look easy because of our great personality and how down to earth we are. Well, first of all, God bless you. It's been a long day, so I try to be pleasant.
We went car shopping today.
I try to be pleasant and have a good personality. Sometimes I'm not the best, but I do what I can. I enjoy spending Saturday nights with you guys. No, it's not easy. It's easier now, but not always. I think it's harder now because I feel like because we've had some success that it's scarier that if something goes wrong, like that we could go back to not having success. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to wondering how we're going to pay the
You know, like I
payment in
said,
the house
you know,
payment.
maybe a lot of people wouldn't get super excited to go buy a truck that's 16 years old, but for me to be able to need something and be able to pay cash for it, even if it's a 16-year-old truck, it's really exciting for me. So it makes all that time that we work so hard worth it. And we still work hard now. We work a lot of hours. We're trying really hard to take weekends off, except for Saturday nights, and to be mostly done working by 5:30 every day. Obviously, I'm still going to be answering PMs and emails and stuff. But it was hard for a lot of years. So we used to do YouTube, custom painting, and the website,
And I built farm
and then
tables.
built farm tables.
Actually, I built pretty much anything anyone could dream up.
Yeah,
If
and
they thought I
people
could
wanted us
build it.
Yeah, anything people ask, and it was hard. We worked a lot of hours, and when I say we worked 80 to 100 hours a week, I'm not kidding. And it used to take Zeb 6-7 hours to edit a video.
Yeah, it was not fast.
He's much faster now, so I think you just have to keep doing it, and you also have to try different things. So recently, I'll tell you something that was hard for me. July is a really slow month statistically, and I know that, like my brain knows that in July, especially the week of July 4th and the week of the 24th, because that's a state holiday here, it's going to be slow because people are going on vacation. And also Utah is super family oriented, and everybody has a family reunion in July. So if they're not away for the holidays, then, or busy for the holidays, then they're at a family reunion. So I know it's gonna be slow, and for 2 weeks, I didn't sell one piece of furniture. 2 weeks. So this last week, I went, and I have a lot of inventory, so it's not like I had one item and it didn't sell for 2 weeks. I had like,
Yeah, we've still been painting stuff.
I had nothing. We were like getting all creative. Things are stacked, shoved in our shop, and Zeb's like, it's slow, you know to expect it, but it's not just me. My shop owner depends on my sales and her sales and our employees, so there's a lot of people involved, and so I was a little bit stressed out because, realistically I know we'll continue, but I just want to make sure that everybody's taken care of. So I did a little praying and talked to my shop owner, and we kind of did some praying and brainstorming together. And this last week I tried some different things, and we had a much better week. It wasn't life-changing, I didn't sell out, but I sold a set of bar stools, and that purple dresser that the video just went up yesterday, it sold today. And I told Deb when I got the message that it sold, because she texted me first, the buyer, like, I'm back! It feels so good to sell something in like 24 hours.
It's like it's been 2 weeks, you were never gone.
I know, but it's still a struggle because you get used to selling a lot of stuff.
It hurt her creative brain more than anything.
Well, then
She's
you
like,
start
maybe
to
I'm not
wonder-
painting stuff right, or
Yeah, then you start to wonder, like, am I not doing a good job? Am I not making good choices on the pieces or the colors I'm picking? You start second guessing yourself. And so, yeah, it's not always easy. I try to share the really good stuff because I don't want to dwell on negativity and I want to uplift people, but there's times that it's hard. We ship a ton of paint. I probably ship 200 packages a week, easy. I've got a shipping assistant now, but it's not always her here. A lot of times it's me, like next week she's gone, I'm shipping all week. And sometimes things happen. Sometimes my paint's delayed in my orders because I order like every day, but sometimes my paint gets delayed. Sometimes the post office loses or damages packages. Or sometimes like they play soccer.
oh, it looks like they ran it over with a truck.
Yeah,
Promise, we didn't send it from here like that.
yeah. They're showing you.
And for the most part, post office does a really good job.
Yeah.
I don't want to throw them under the bus.
And so, but then my customers are, unhappy because things happen, and so then that part stresses me out because I always want people to be well taken care of, as much as is in my control. So yeah, sometimes it's hard. I think that was a lot, but hopefully all that rambling got across my point. But at the end of the day, I'm doing what I love. Like, I'm never happier than when I'm junking. In fact, I told Zeb today, I haven't gone to the thrift store all week because we haven't had a lot of sales, so I didn't feel like I could spend the money. I mean, even though we have the money in the account, I just didn't think it was prudent to spend it. And so I was super excited today that I got to hit up 3 thrift stores. I think I spent, including this crock that I haven't shown you guys yet, I think I spent like $60 for everything I got. This was the best find. And it was really fun. I can't think of a better way I could spend $60.
Yeah. You know something we didn't talk about?
What?
The Teespring t-shirts. On
Oh,
our
yeah.
YouTube channel, if you watch YouTube on your phone or an iPad or even on your computer and you watch it like this, there's a little drop down there now that has t-shirts for sale. So those t-shirts are special ones. We're going to have more up on our website here pretty quick, but those ones that are on the YouTube drop down are special design for Teespring and for YouTube, and they only run for like a month at a time. We'll have a different one next month, but the shirts you buy from there, 25% of the proceeds this month for this t-shirt are going to Shriners Hospital for Children, or Shriners Children's Hospital.
Yeah,
So-
Shriners is usually my go-to charity of choice. They do a lot of really good for kids. My sister didn't go to Shriners, but when my sister was a little girl, she was burned over, I think, like 75% of her body. And Shriners offered to do a bunch of stuff from free. She didn't wind up doing it because it was going to be really painful and it wouldn't have made that much of a difference with her scarring. But they would have taken care of her. And I've had lots of friends and family that Shriners have taken care of their kids.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey Jack, how are you?
What the kick, why?
Sorry.
That's okay, tell me.
Jack and Redrick are having a conniption. So while Deb deals with that, let's see. 5 gallons for $40, which is good. Oh, but you didn't get it. Somebody asked, oh, the crock was $20, which I think is an amazing deal. It'll probably resell for this size. It's Marshall pottery, which isn't as collectible as like Red Wing. So it'll probably be anywhere from $49 to $55 in my shop. But yeah, $20 is really good. Anytime I get a crock for $20 that's size 2 gallons or bigger, I buy it because I feel like that's a good price.
Problem solved.
How do I handle friends asking for free or cheap furniture we do? No, you know what?
Do it.
I'm not. Have we ever had that happen?
No, we've had some family want some inexpensive stuff, but you know, it's what we do for a living. I don't know, maybe your family puts you in a weird spot or your friends do, but I wouldn't expect someone to come to my place of business and be like, hey, I need this super cheap because you work here kind of thing.
Yeah, no,
we don't.
We've not had that, and I wouldn't, and I would just say, you know what, I can't, because it's how I make my livelihood, and the time that I'm spending to do yours is time that's taking away from another job, and then that cuts into any free time that you would have. Most of my friends know that we work so many hours, so they never have. They've seen us in our driveway working till 9, 10, 12 o'clock at night, and they're not about to add something else. So I would just say it's just not possible. Now that we have a little bit more time available, like Kelly across the street has a project she wants to work on, and I told her, well, maybe we can do it together.
Yeah.
Make it a girls' night out.
Do it with your friends. You know, more often than not, they just want to like you out.
Yeah, well, you know, if you teach a man to fish, they won't go hungry all their life. So that maybe that, you know, say, hey, let's make a girls' night out. I'll show you how to do this skill. You buy some snacks, and we'll call it a girls' night out, and that's always fun. If you want to paint on your night off, I don't know.
Are you okay with apothecary on these?
Oh, it's a problem getting to know it's not a crafty thing, it's your business. You know what? The biggest advice I can give you is you get serious about it. I'm not saying you're not serious, it's not in a personal situation, but get business cards, get a Facebook business page, and if you're treating it like a business, hopefully your friends will respect it too, because yeah, it's not a craft. It is a business.
It can be if you want, but
if you're doing it for money, it's a lot of hard work. So yeah, that's not good. Hopefully they can understand that. I don't have a lot of advice for that, but don't let them think that it's not what it is. Because we still get people, this is what you do full time?
Yeah.
You support a family of 5 children doing this? I'm like, yes, you can make money at this. I mean, we're not like high rollers or anything, but it is a field that you can love what you do and create an income as well.
it's like any small business where you're self-employed. You have to be ready to put lots and lots of hours into it, or it's not going to do anything. All right, guys, what color on this? We got to get to painting some stuff. Color? We got, so right now, I've got apothecary, which is a candlestick.
Can you paint one white? Because I don't have any more white totes. So
Oh.
I know that's not very exciting, but
Tell you what, I'll paint one white if I can do a stencil on it later.
okay.
All right.
Because I don't have
There
any
we
more.
go, it's done.
I don't have any more white totes in the shop. They're all sold out. That's how I make a lot of paint decisions. I don't know if I've ever told you that. Maybe I have, but like when things sell in the shop, like right now I have 2 totes that are apothecary and 1 pink tote, but I have no white totes. So I like to go every week and see what's sold. Well, more like every day. I'm there a lot. So if you go to the shop, you'll probably see me maybe. I'm there at least once or twice a day. But I don't like, oh, you're gonna say something?
No, you're good. I wanted to show them something, so when you're done.
Oh, okay. So I like to check and see what's sold, and then I paint whatever's missing, so that way I have a nice balance. Okay, go ahead.
So this is the 1¼ Paint Pixie brush loaded up with DIY and vintage linen. And so I just have the tip of the brush dipped in the paint. I just wanted to show you how well these whites cover with this brush.
So, some said letterpress gray, but I do not think I have any.
And I still got paint on the brush. Not gonna dip it, I'm gonna go more. So when people ask us, why do we love these brushes? Why do we always use these Paint Pixie brushes? Why do we use the DIY whites? That's why. Because in about 10 seconds, I've painted this, and now I'm gonna go back and dip my brush again. And this is the small one. There's a bigger brush than this.
You should always paint the inside first.
I wasn't gonna paint the inside. Maybe I'll spray it.
We do a lot of that. We brush live, and then everything that's white, we take it outside and we do the second coat with spray. It's faster. That's a little behind the scenes.
Hey, that's a little business tip for you too. If you're gonna get serious about it and you're not going for an artisan finish necessarily every time, like a blended finish, or you don't want brush strokes, get yourself a sprayer. I mean, for about $200, you can get a pretty nice setup, and it will save you hours and hours and hours. And then you've got a compressor, so you can use a nail gun and a staple gun, and you can use it to clean things off with the air, and just 1,000 uses.
I should say that I painted for how many years with a brush? Like,
Oh, you did it
don't
forever.
need a sprayer, but it will save you time.
Yeah, you don't. I'm not saying you have to have it, but
I also didn't do smalls. I did just furniture. Furniture isn't as bad, but smalls, like all the little details and stuff.
what are you doing back there? Oh, are you sealing that so we can maybe? I feel like we've been live for a while, but it's been broken up as we've had interruptions from
Yeah, I'm just
technical
sealing
difficulties.
these, so hopefully we can stencil. Everybody's just white for the table. I'm thinking white as well, although I'm gonna have to, what do I have that's white? So I have the buffet,
I don't think you have anything
I don't think
small
it's small
that's
that's white. So yeah, so we'll do white on the table. I don't know where we're gonna put it, hang it on the ceiling. Something else has to sell.
white. We'll figure it out.
Hopefully, well, maybe something else sold today that while we were buying a truck, we didn't know. Petticoat pink. Oh, yeah, we could paint the other one pink. I have one pink tote, but they sell quick, so we'll paint the other one pink. I do have that. So lavender. Somebody said that violet's the color of the year. So I will definitely be painting another dresser lavender because that one sold like that. And you know what else? Sometimes if everybody is doing one thing and you do something different, it doesn't have to be crazy, just different, then people will buy it because if they need a lavender dresser, there was only one on Facebook Marketplace and it was mine. Same thing with pink. A lot of people don't paint pink dressers.
All right. So, all right, Jamie, we're live again for just a second. Yeah, just tell them like it's.
There's 51 people.
So it's frozen several times. We're going to take off, and since it's not working, so thanks for watching and bearing with us through the technical difficulties. Something apparently is going on with my phone that we're trying to go live from. So we will see you guys Wednesday.
Yeah, our next live is be Wednesday. No live next Saturday. Be sure to click on Teespring if you're interested in those shirts for charity. And if you were a winner, we'll go over those again. It was Loving Life, Ani Bird, A-N-I Bird, Megan Kane, Cindy Forshee, and Iris Franco. If that's you, please email us at jamiray@jamirayvintage.com or PM me at jamirayvintage on Facebook. For the paint and brushes, go to jamiray.vintage.com. Be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to after tonight's live to Jami Ray Vintage for more DIY.
Also, make sure you're checking out the community page. We'll show pictures of all this stuff we were doing since we didn't get a chance to finish it. All right, guys. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Thanks for hanging in there.